Hello, dear friends. Today, in my Voice for the Voiceless, I wanted to continue in my part 2 by sharing with you how the post and positions in Mumbai Customs was manipulated. And today I want to go further and talk to you about the government of India had been so good in the circular that the Ministry of Finance in July 2001 came out with a circular that they are going to conduct cadre restructuring in all designation, offering a one-time relaxation to all the employees by way of promotion to be completed latest by 31st of December 2002. Great. That was a good initiative taken by the government of India. In November 2002, Mumbai Customs issued 2 separate circulars for promotion to the post of examiner, that is inspector and preventive officers. For this, a common physical test was conducted for all the ministerial staff. In this physical test, which included cycling and all these things to see that you're really physically fit, Suhas Suvarna and Balwant Singh did appear. Why am I mentioning about these 2 names? Both of them are very important in what I'm trying to emphasize and tell you. But dear friends, in December 2002, in the common interview which was conducted, Suhas Suvarna and Balwant Singh did not appear in the interview. On 31st December 2002, 7 of those who appeared for the interview was promoted as examiner and 205 were promoted as preventive officers. As Suhas Suvarna and Balwant Singh did not appear for the interview, they were not promoted as inspector or preventive officers as on 31st December 2002. This was clearly mentioned in an RTI reply by AC P&E to ACCIU. Dear friends, you see, in the month of June 2003, Suhas Suvarna and Balwant Singh were redesignated as tax assistant by Establishment Order 203 of 2003. Suhas Suvarna and others as tax assistant filed a CAT case 790 of 2003 for the seniority above the data entry operators. In this judgment, on 26 June 2004, the judge observed that Suhas Suvarna and others had lost their case in the apex court, that is the Supreme Court, but had suppressed this fact in CAT. As they lost their case in CAT, but before the CAT judgment, they got themselves promoted as ad hoc examiners. Surprisingly, out of the 5 examiners orders issued on 10/3/2004, only 1 order with Suhas and Balwant Singh got regularized on 16/5/2005, while Establishment Order 126 of 2005. The DPC was never conducted for regularization, and a fictitious file number S10 was mentioned in the so-called regularization order. Dear friends, here I would like to point out the norms of ad hoc appointment promotion of review as specified by the DOPT and OM was totally violated. That is 28036 of 1/2012 establishment dated 3/4/2013 has been completely violated. I would like to just read that para 6 of the said OM refers to the total period of which ad hoc appointment / promotion may be made on an ad hoc basis is limited to 1 year only. In case of compulsions beyond 1 year, the approval of the DOPT is to be sought, and for extending the ad hoc persons at least 2 months in advance before expiry of 1 year period, and in case it is not received by DOPT before expiry of 1 year period, then these ad hoc appointment promotion shall automatically cease on expiry of the 1 year term. In addition, continuation of ad hoc appointment promotions beyond 1 year is not allowed if prior approval is not taken from DOPT, even in ex post facto approvals. The DOPT has clearly reiterated that continuation of any ad hoc arrangement beyond 1 year and release of pay and allowance for the same without express approval of DOPT is not in order. So here it is very clear from this DOPT order that the ad hoc officers stand reverted to the substantiative post, in this case, that is the tax assistant, without the requirement of any specific order for their revision. Suhas Suvarna was promoted with Balwant Singh and others as ad hoc examiner on 10/3/2004 and should have been regularized on or before the period of 1 year date, that is 9/3/2005, but were so-called regularized on the date of 16/5/2005 with effect from 10/3/2004, that is the date of promotion as ad hoc examiner, which is over a period of 1 year, and the DOPT approvals on this regularization was not taken from the DOPT within the stipulated period of 1 year. In fact, no approval for this appointment promotion has been taken till date from DOPT. Therefore, this so-called regularization order dated 16/5/2005 is invalid as no DPC was conducted for this promotion. Apart from that, in para 5 of the said OM states that the ad hoc promotion does not bestow on a person to claim regular appointment, and the service rendered on ad hoc basis in the grade concerned also does not count for the purpose of seniority in that grade and for eligibility for promotion in the next higher grade. The ad hoc existing instruction dated 30/3/1988 and 23/7/2001 states that the period for which ad hoc appointment promotion may be made on an ad hoc basis is limited to 1 year. In case of compulsion beyond 1 year, the approval of DOPT is to be sought, and for extending the ad hoc persons at least 2 months in advance before expiry of 1 year period, and in case it is not received by the DOPT before expiry of 1 year period, then these ad hoc persons are to be reverted back to their substantive posts. Mumbai Customs Department has released pay benefits with pay and allowances to Suhas Suvarna along with Balwant Singh and others who were ad hoc examiners of 10/3/2004. It appears that no assumption of charge was given by Suhas Suvarna and Balwant Singh and others in the so-called regularization order dated 16/5/2005 with effect from 10/3/2004, that is the day of promotion as ad hoc examiner. This so-called regularization order dated 16/5/2005 was eventually cancelled on 14/1/2011 via Establishment Order number 11 of 2011. But these persons were never reverted back to their earlier posts. All these events only show on paper. No corrective action was taken. The Mumbai Customs Administration has erred because of such non-action of this irregularities. Dear friends, for this purpose, a special cell was formed to conduct review DPC, to correct the irregularities committed in the promotions done in the year 2002. That is, all the candidates who were promoted on 31st December 2002 as per the Andhra Pradesh High Court judgment. But surprisingly, a so-called review order was issued on 15/10/2007 in Establishment Order 2009 of 2007, 209 of 2007, wherein the name of Suhas Suvarna and his few batchmates were accommodated, giving them retrospective date of regular promotion, that is 6/12/2002. Suhas Suvarna's name appears at serial number 45 of this order. Many of the candidates in the order establishment number 209 of 2007 have not passed the departmental exam and later given retrospective effect of appraiser post and also pay fixation from 1/6/2007, 5/2/2008 and 21/4/2009. The promotion date in the review DPC with effect of date 6/12/2002 or 31/12/2002 is a date given only to eligible person of pre-cadre restructuring as per seniority and were promoted in the year 2002. Dear friends, Suhas Suvarna is a post-cadre restructuring tax assistant in the year 2003, promoted much later as ad hoc examiner in post-cadre restructuring in the year 2004 and was illegally promoted with retrospective promotion of regular inspector examiner of the year 2002, that is 6/12/2002, under the guise of review DPC done in the year 2007. Suhas Suvarna, in his handwritten statement to the CIU of Mumbai Customs, due to several complaints in the matter, along with Balwant Singh, has admitted these facts. Moreover, Suhas Suvarna, wide Establishment Order 17 of 2015, dated 23/1/2015, was given deemed date of 1/6/2007 promotion as a regular appraiser, being the outcome of review DPC for the panel years 2003-04 to 2014-2015. Here it shows that Suhas Suvarna was promoted as regular examiner with effect from 6/12/2002, which from time to time has been given illegal benefits and protected by the seniors of the Department of Mumbai Customs, who turned a blind eye rather than taking corrective measures and promoting eligible and deserving candidates. As ministerial staff, UDC, Balwant Singh was posted in P&D department and Suhas Suvarna was posted in P&D CHA department. Today, the same person who have manipulated, that is Suhas Suvarna, is posted in P&D department as AC P&D, that is Personal and Establishment Department. Dear friends, this is a very sensitive department where matters relating to court, High Court and CAT and all these files are in the hands of AC P&D. You see, there has been so much of violation, this DOPT order and all these things. In the year 2002, he did not appear for the interview, but then he goes and he is promoted as tax assistant, and over there too he goes to CAT, and then the judgment talks about the apex court going against. And despite that, as ad hoc examiner, I'm not again repeating the same things. All these things they have manipulated and managed. One question which I want to ask is, despite many of the staff writing letters to the commissioners and to the authorities, even to the extent of the board, CIU, vigilance, all possible place, Are these people sitting in post and position? They are blind to all these letters, to all this violation of the Government of India Finance Ministry. There is clear DOPT orders which has been totally violated. And here is promotion being given to such type of people. Then why conduct such type of what you call interviews and tests and all these things? You can just promote your own people. In my last what you call video, I spoke about, there were some of the officers who were very efficient. They had done so much of what you call work for the department, and they should have been promoted to assistant commissioner, deputy commissioner, additional commissioner. At the end of their tenure, they just retired as superintendent. All these big smugglers, they were out on there in the street and they got them arrested and filed cases against them at the risk of their life. And at the end of the tenure, after retirement, they had to run from pillar to post to go to the court. And finally, some of them, after their retirement, they got the retrospective effect as assistant commissioner. But here are these guys who have violated all the norms of the Government of India, Ministry of Finance, all the DOPT orders. My question is, where are all these commissioners? Are they blind to all these orders, or are they knowingly doing this thing? What a shame it is. I am concerned. If this is the norm that you're going to follow, what is going to happen? And in such type of sensitive place, you're going to keep such type of people who are violated. What is going to be the future of Mumbai Customs? What type of people are you going to post over there? And you will hand the baton to another guy who is again corrupt. I'm concerned. Let me tell you, I am concerned. The fate of the department. There was a time at the airport, Mumbai Customs, the custom people, there was a name. Today, where is the name of customs? There is all other people. I don't want to name anyone. Why? Because we are responsible for it. We turned a blind eye where we had to stand for truth and justice. And dear friends, how this happens is because we allow things to happen. When things happen, then you're encouraging these people to go there in this post and position. And what will they do? Will they think about the good of the department, or they think about their own self? And it's not just the name of the department, dear friends. Today, what I'm trying to tell you is, it can be a big risk, not just to the department, to the country. Yes, if right people are not there in the right post and position, it can be a risk to the country. A custom officer is like a soldier, to see that he prevents smuggling and all these type of things, whether an examiner who's posted in cargo or at the seaport or wherever it is. You need the right people. And that is the reason the Government of India, through the DOPT order, through physical test, through interview, and all such type of norms that they keep, they see that the right people are there. But when you violate it, and that's the reason, my dear friends, my concern for the department, to be a voice for the voiceless. I had to go through this whole procedure right from from the order, the circular which the government of India had issued, and the Mumbai Customs coming out with the circular and the physical test. In the interview, these guys, they did not appear for the interview. And these guys, they are taking retrospect effect right from 2002 as ad hoc examiner, then promoted as appraiser, and today as assistant commissioners. But there are guys who went through this physical test and interview and all these process. Today, they are still languishing, writing letters, but to no effect. And that's where, dear friends, I want to be a voice for the voiceless, and to open out and expose all that is happening, because my concern for Mumbai Customs and my Bharat, and want to be a voice for the voiceless. And I am sure that this message should go right from down to the top. And I know that there is a cost. There is a sacrifice. When a person raises his voice, you will try to stop the voice. I'm willing to go through it. Because last 34 years, it's not just 20 years in the department. Last 34 years, I worked in the red light areas, where I saw those girls in the brothels not as prostitutes. I saw them as my own sister, as my own daughter. That was my concern, not prostitute. And so I raised a voice, and all the brothel keepers got together and tried to attack me. I know that these guys, they will try, but then we need people to speak, not bow down under pressure. And I know that God is with me. And with all those people, don't give up, but go up. It's not easy to fight because it's a corrupt system. But we need a small bulb to burn. And when that bulb burns, the light shines and darkness will go away. Are you willing to be that light in darkness? And that's the reason, dear friends, I had to narrate all this, what happened right from 2002 onwards, so that at least in future, a corrective step will be taken. And in future, such things don't happen. So, dear friends, here is Anson Thomas once again, a voice for the voiceless, and Mumbai Customs need to change from all these type of people who are posted in this post and position. They are wrongly posted and they need to be corrected. I don't have anything against anyone, but then what is wrong is wrong. And that is what I would like to point out. And that's the reason I had to read out some of the orders, establishment orders, DOPT orders, and all these things, so that I am not reading somewhere out in the air. But these are facts and figures. You would like to challenge it, challenge it. But this is the truth. We need to correct where we have gone wrong. Think about the uniform, the white uniform. There's so much of dirt and spots on that. And we need to correct. I feel proud about my department, Mumbai Customs. And each and every one of you working should feel proud. You may be in the department, you must have left the department, retired or whatever it is, but you feel great that you worked in this department. So you have to hold your head high. How is it possible? If there are things which are wrong, it has to be corrected. Not just turn a blind eye or keep quiet. If you keep quiet now, tomorrow, everything will be finished. It'll be too late. So today, now is the time. So God bless you and shalom. Thank you very much.